And I was just like, that guy made it seem like I was asking for a kidney, and this guy made it happen on a regular Tuesday. So you're not asking for too much, you're just asking the wrong person. And it's not even that it's the wrong person because they're horrible. They're just not at the capacity to do that for you. So just let them be. Let them be where they're at. Alright. Let us see. Alright, so we have Nine of Pentacles again, because this is the third time Nine of Pentacles has come out. So money is coming, my lovies. I know we've been working hard. Like, look at this beauty. She is in the sun. She's got all that financial good. She's living the life. So we're getting there. And the sun coming out. So the sun, you will find happiness again, wherever it shall be. And the joy, like the thing that you sometimes have to do is just find happiness even in this moment. It's like, can we appreciate, like for me, it's like, can I appreciate that I've seen another day and the sun is beautiful and it's keeping me warm? And so find that joy even in the little moments. Even if it means like finding joy by putting on a beautiful dress just so you feel sunnier. That's the last 2 days, like I've put on gorgeous dresses the last 2 days just to be like, okay, I know it's winter, I know it's been really difficult, the emotions are really heavy, the energy in the collective is chaotic, and so how do we help bring some joy and light and love to that? Okay, so dress in something that makes you feel pretty or handsome or makes you feel confident. Bring happiness in little ways possible. Eight of Swords, you have to get out of your head. Stop listening to how other people think you should act, behave, live, or love, please. Because their old ways didn't work for you. So if you want to wear that dress or you want to do that thing, do that thing. You want to dance in the rain? Do it. Because they're just jealous that you're willing to be brave and find your happiness and dance in the rain. They're just jealous they can't do it. And that's a them problem. Alrighty. So we have 10 of Cups. When you start, like I say, you start cutting off. You start saying, I don't care what other people think. You bring in your own happiness. You make your own nest. You make your own stability. Even just in the quiet moments for yourself. Alright. Hey Trevor, how are you? You know, I have a really uncanny knack of showing up when people need me. Thank you for showing me the love. And Trevor, I thought I would come out and, you know, read in the sun, bring some good love to the collective and, you know, transmute that out for everyone. So even though it's February, we're trying to get the nice warmth. Yeah. I'm good. Okay. I'm glad you you're connecting, that's what we need to be doing. Knight of Swords, we are cutting off anything not for us. This has been leaving towers for people. Like when you finally say, I'm gonna take my energy out of this situation, because what happens is 5 of Coins, you were being left out in the cold. And we also have Knight of Wands, like people were playing with your love, your energy. And it literally is, Knight of Wands is like player energy. And especially with all of this, it's kind of, yeah, people were playing with your money, they were playing with your emotions, your time, your energy. You are the King of Wands though. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, like you are meant to stand in your bold, fiery, passionate kingdom. So you have to cut off those. 7 of Cups is like, not every cup that's been presented is a valid offer. So if something didn't sit right, if somebody gave you an offer and it didn't sit right, you need to go back and look at it again, please. Because it's like a lot of people, it was like, you know, the cup game where it's like they put the ball under the cup and then they try and switch it and it's like trying to catch you off guard or confuse you. You need to go back and kind of narrow it down a little bit farther. So death, we started out with Knight of Swords. We're cutting off anything death. So when we use our sword, there's endings. This is heavy, deep, transformative Scorpio energy. We are cutting off anything not for us. So Scorpio is attached with like Mars as well. So that's that heavy, masculine, fiery, I'm war. So you sometimes do go to war within yourself, but it's that war within yourself that allows you to decide, this is not for me. Okay, Tiffany, what's going on with your chest? And we'll break it down from there, my love. And I love your last name because that's part of me. That's relevant for me. What's going on with your chest, baby? Okay, okay, so Tiffany, how old are you? Okay. Are you having any breathing problems? Are you having any chest palpitations? Anything such as that? I'm hungry. Okay. Okay. Do you have ringing in your ears? Okay. Okay, so I can give you kind of like so first up, what it sounds like it could potentially be something in the inner ear. Like there's so many ways you can chase that down. Sorry, okay, so I used to work let me kind of give like just a tiny little bit of background. I used to work in the medical field, so when people come to me with like medical stuff, and I also integrate like medical stuff with like the emotional side of everything, because all of our stuff is trauma based. So that's where I'm like, I kind of put my thinking cap on a little bit. And Tiffany, if you I'm like, if we don't get like kind of some answers here, then we can, if you want to message me and we can kind of chase down a little bit more that way. So it kind of sounds like POTS, or like hyper, like it's like blood pressure changes. Did you have strep a lot as a kid? And then the other part is that in your age range, chest, like stuff that comes off as chest pain, or like nausea, anxiety, like it is anxiety. Sometimes it is panic attacks, but you definitely need to follow up medically. So you definitely need to follow up medically. it is concerning that you're young and you're having a lot of these issues. It kind of sounds like our body will take on autoimmune stuff because we're stressed out. So my biggest thing is have you been stressed out? Are you stressed out? How can you start reducing your stress levels radically, because it's affecting your health? If you notice like your symptoms are aggravated when you're in certain places around certain people, that's like a huge indicator of like, I don't care how long I've known you, I love you, but you are affecting my stress, like my health levels. So let me know if any of that kind of resonates or makes sense. I always thought I never had anything happen until I got older and my body completely broke down on me, and then I had to sit and heal deeply, and I realized a lot of stuff happened. So our body will start shutting us down if we don't listen to the small nudges. Think of like the check engine light on. So like I used to have stomach issues. I've had stomach issues since I was a little kid. Well, that was all trauma, and that's all generational family trauma. Like my father had stomach issues. Well, I got to be a lot older, and then I went to the doctor, and he's like, yeah, that's stress. You need to reduce your stress. And I was like, how am I supposed to do that? There's no freaking way. Well, he was right. Like as soon as I started removing the people and the habits and the places, my IBS went away. And like I say, it's all trauma, like stress based. So when you're around triggers, your body will kick you and be like, hey, shut down. So I know that was a lot of info I gave, and hopefully some of that resonates. If you want to talk about it more on the other side, we can. Otherwise, I'd love to get back into collective energy right now. Tiffany, I think a lot of yours really does have to do with like stress levels, and what I want you to do is pay attention that when you're around certain places, when does this symptoms aggravate? Because that's the first thing. You cut it out, and it won't feel better right away, but you will start feeling relief. And then the farther you get away from those people, places, things that trigger it, you're gonna notice night and day difference. Okay. And I can speak from like, I have pictures. I'm coming up on a 2-year mark from being away, like divorced from my ex-husband, and that's 2 years of alcohol sobriety, and I look night and day different from when I was in that situation. My body is a lot healthier. I'm not dependent upon medication now that I'm away. Like I'm not, it's like I can now understand that, yes, I have big emotions, but it's a self-regulation. I'm around triggers. Like my triggers are meant to tell me that these people are not for me. So when we start listening to our body versus our people around us saying, you have to do this, you have to do this, listen to your body. Because they'll gaslight you because they want stuff off of you. They want your energy. They want your love. They want your nursing. They want all of that. But your body is like, no, they're not giving to you. They're not filling your cup. And it will, like I say, it'll make you sick. Because when you're sick, you're like, oh, I can't be around that person. And like I say, it's like a catch-22. It's like your body is like, hey, I'm going to make you sick so you don't have to be around this person. Are you going to listen that that's making you sick and you don't go there? 5 of Swords, we have to change the dynamic. We have to change our intentions, feelings around these people that are causing us heartbreak and strife. 10 of Cups, and it was from a different deck. 10 of Cups was on the bottom there. So it's like, once you cut out those people, places, things, you do bring in love. You can start filling your own cup. You can start repairing and healing your own mind, body, soul. But you can't do it in the same place that keeps hurting you, right? You can't heal when you keep getting bit by the same snake because you refuse to remove yourself from their habitat. Okay. You must understand that is not your nest. All right, King of Cups. All right, freaking King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine. Well, but on the bottom we have Sun. So like King of Cups, you could be bringing a King of Cups and you're going to find that happiness, or that King of Cups, like he's finding his own happiness. He's deciding to put himself first, his emotions. He's very happy standing on his own and realizing that he is whole and complete by himself. Yet he does like to share his rowboat with people that he deems worthy. To have a King of Cups love you is one of the greatest honors. To hurt a King of Cups is, you know, it's a thing. It's not a good thing. I wouldn't suggest it. Hierophant. So Taurus energy, we are tapping in, we are tuned in, tapped in, turned on to Venus, love. We know that we have to sometimes look at the bigger picture around things and realize it's not always about you. Sometimes it's about their growth. Like people, being in people's lives, sometimes it's not always about you. Sometimes like people meet you because they need your love so that they can complete their mission and grow. Like, yeah, it's like, as parents, sometimes it wasn't meant to be about us. Sometimes we were meant to birth the children that will make the difference in the world. And knowing that that's beautiful, and you have provided a great basis for them to achieve that. 7 of Wands, passions, too many. We have to make decisions. 5 of Cups, left out in that cold. Emotionally, all is lost, despair. It has to change. You can't keep moping around and being sad. You have to pick up and keep moving, my loves. Page of Pentacles, we've been stuck in that loop of childhood spending, or all of this actually could be kind of what this feels like. It's like you've been fighting these passions, and it's like you can't quite think of it in like a grown-up perspective. Like, how does it look? How does that big project that you want to do, that you've wanted to do since you were young, how does it look like when it's matured past the conception stage? Like, what does your project that you want to create, what does it look like when it's 5 years, 10 years? What does that perfect life look like? Like, if you're only looking at, I want to get married, well, what does married life look like? Where are you going? What are you doing? What does your Sunday morning look like? What is your partner doing for work or anything like that? Like, you have to start dreaming bigger. What does it look like? What does it look like all grown up? Any dream, passion, project that you're wanting to do. You have to dream bigger, but also know what that looks like long term, because otherwise you're not gonna know what your empire looks like. Aries energy, Emperor, we are rushing forward. Nobody can tell you how to live your life. You're strong. This is the other side of Mars. So here we are. This is the action, the drive of Mars. We are getting what we want. Aries is like boss your own life. If you're a woman, you're a boss babe. You're like, I take charge. I don't need no man. Anybody that knows an Aries woman knows that she doesn't need a man. You're just an accessory. Like, God love you, but to an Aries woman, you are just an accessory. Because they don't, like, they honor you by allowing you to be in their life, but if you do them dirty, they're also going to be like, I knew this is why I shouldn't have let you in. 8 of Swords, you have got to get it out of your head, though. You are worthy. You are worthy of having a beautiful life. You are worthy of expressing your passions. Chariot, we are moving forward rapidly. This is Cancer energy. Cancer is all about their family, their home, their stability, their love. So how are you nurturing and moving forward? All right. Just don't stop. You can pause. You can slow down. You can scream. You can cry. You can cuss. Don't stop. Okay. All right. All right. 9 of Swords. Yes, you have been. This is enlightenment. You're like, I can't do it anymore. And this is a thought, not a feeling. The 9 of Swords, these are thoughts, not feelings. This is logically, I can no longer keep fighting these battles. Seven of Cups. Choose wisely. Please, these are our emotions. What emotions do you want more of and what emotions do you want less of? Because the more we focus on the bad or what we don't want, the more we'll bring that in. So let's start focusing on what we do want in our cup, what we do value as sustenance for us emotionally, and not take any less. All right, the moon. You're not seeing everything. Or you're forgetting that there are cycles. Like people, places, things have cycles just like you do. Temperance, this is, yes, knowing that there are two sides to every coin and there are two sides to life. Like, in order for new life to happen, old endings must come forward. So positive energy, because this is all right now kind of about emotions. So I'm gonna guess, because you kind of came in, how are you watering your emotions? Because we have Knight of Cups. This feels like hot and cold energy for what you've been doing. So you need to tap into what makes your heart happy from childhood. Hey, Katie. How are you, boo? Always need another tattoo. But not from random places. I have specific people I allow to touch my temple. And if you're trying to be snarky, you are in the wrong place. Katie, my love. I'm sorry. Can we send you some positive energy? Okay, so I did some very heavy, like, karmic cord cuttings today for unions. So today, because I was in red and I posted this video, so you want to go check it, we've got the Reiki root clear chakra that I did a video for today. And that was clearing the karmic cords, like the karmics, the cords from our root chakra, so the divine unions can come in. So that was today. So I know, guys, we've been waiting for our love. Like, we've been waiting for that healing. Today I did do a huge womb healing cord cutting. So breathe, rest, drink water, meditate. If you're in my collective, breathe, rest, drink water, meditate. You're going to feel some heavy stuff coming up, my love. I'm sorry. Oh, I look at it as that having tattoos makes it harder to traffic me. Cannibals think we taste funny, so, you know, let's see what else. Men don't like women that are tattooed because it makes us look like women and not little girls, so I don't want men to be confused when they're with me about, you know, because I don't want men that, let's see, what else. Oh, it also changes your aura. When you tattoo, it changes your aura. So, oh, baby, that's his loss. You're going to go on and do so many better things, but you've done all that work. So 8 of Pentacles kind of pops out. Thank you. Because I'm doing, like I say, I did that root chakra clear today. I made intention to get in the red for the root and clear some of those cords between our love lives. So Katie, like I say, I was doing some work on that today, baby. As far as your ex goes, you've done all the work financially. Like, you poured into that man's cup. It's time. Be done. Poof, be gone. You are a queen. Tell that man to. And I know. So. Which room? And for what? Right now, like this live, or if I were getting a tattoo? I'm confused in your intention, but if you're going to be weird about things, yeah, you'd probably get kicked out. If you're being rude and disrespectful, my ancestors will kick you out, and my ancestors bite. My house bites, my animals bite, I bite, my energy bites. People that are rude and disrespectful, they find out the hard way that that's not cool. As long as people are cool, we sit on the porch all the time. Like, you have to pass the vibe check with the animals, though, because if they don't like you, good luck. Even in my lives, like, my dog will let me know when people aren't cool, and then they energetically get kicked out. My ancestors don't play about me. God's got a big purpose on me. So I boys normally get kicked out of my energy, because I'm like, yeah. Katie, I would rather you come here and listen to this than worry about whatever that boy's doing over there. King of Cups, you don't know what he wants. He's like emotionally in his own head. Well, hopefully in a good way, not in a like, come get your mom. Didn't we talk about that the other day? All right, 7 of Wands. Too many passions. We have to choose what we truly want and stick with it. 10 toes down. Like, this is for the fire signs. Choose what you want and stick to it, baby. Oh, man. 8 of Wands. We're getting messages about what we truly want. And Valentine's Day is right around the corner, guys. So, like, stick with what you want. The messages are coming hot and heavy. So, 7 and 8. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9? I don't know. Me being goofy. You know, I probably, like, I'm entertaining because I'm like, life's too short to be so serious. When we need to be serious, we are. But, all right, 3 of Wands. You've been watching everybody else having fun. You feel like you're missing out. Yeah, when I need to be serious, I'm serious. But when that's like the Libra in me. Like, I balance. Like, if the situation's too serious, like, don't ever sit next to me at a funeral. Or, Katie, like, if I were sitting next to you and your ex-boyfriend were there, like, trust I would be, like, roasting the shit out of him in the most loving and, like, you know, highest good of all. But don't sit me in serious situations because I'm going to make you laugh. Or if we're trying to be, like, super silly, like, I will make you, like, calm down. So, Temperance, this is knowing that there is patience and balance in everything. For life, again, there must first be death or endings. So Temperance is knowing that that balance is necessary. You've done enough healing to know that sometimes life hurts and sometimes life heals. No. Boys don't understand it. It's like, how can I be friends with you when you're rude to me? Like, men need to realize you catch more honey. Like, you catch more with honey than you do with shit. Yet, every time you have a fly at the party, they ruin your honey. So, let's not. Like, men think bullying us is the answer. I'm like, no, man. I'd rather sit on my porch by myself than be bullied by some dude that ain't worth shit. Now, if you're worth something, like, you actually, you know, are a decent human, cool. But if you're being mean to people just because I don't want to be your friend. Like, you're being a poor friend. Good day. Toodaloo, motherfucker. And they get really mean. Okay, so these cards came out. We'll just kind of... So, Hermit, I need you to go within and seek the answers because what happens... 3 of Cups. Like, when he's mean to you, that's because he's entertaining someone else. Like, he's happy somewhere else, or he's trying to impress someone else. So 3 of Cups is like, when they're mean to you, it's because, like I say, they're either entertaining someone else and, like, you're being annoying, or they're trying to impress someone else. So, no, Hermit, we're gonna go within. All right. Katie, that's why, like, I love reading at all kinds of different random hours because today's porch sit, like, I read on the porch occasionally, but it's been really cold and the heavy energy. So, like, and this was, like I say, today started with, I did a breath work and then I came out and I was like, I'm going to do a Reiki. And then it was like, well, I've got part of it ready, so I'm just going to bring the rest of it out. We're just going to do an impromptu read on the porch right here. So, it's like, if the elements are right, universe loves speed. So if you have the moment, the opportunity for someone or something, that's how you create the magic. So. Oh, no. Baby, you're ready for someone else. He sat down so that you could see the man behind him that's actually ready for you. Thank him for that. I love when men sit down because they're not prepared. And I'm like, oh, because you sat down. Now I see 3 guys behind you that are ready to holler at you, girl. I love that, like, the numbers game, right? Because I have so many boys and they think, like, I'm staying at home waiting for them. And I'm like, when I open my DM, when I open my DMs, like 3 to 5 people slide in. So I'm like, if you think I'm home waiting for you or I don't have options, like, especially not in the city I live in. Yeah, and Katie, so remember, sometimes we do need to take that break to find out what we love and what we need and want. A lot of times as women, it's like we take on the personality of our partner, or we bend to our partner's wishes and characteristics so that we can maintain a happy relationship. But once you learn like your value, what you want, you will never be like, yeah, if we're not doing things that match both of our vibes, we're not doing it. So right now you probably do need to like love you and figure out you, baby. And I love that for you. Like, buy yourself flowers, put on a cute dress and dance in the yard. Do all the crazy things that all those people said like do. Like the people that yucked your yum when you're single, that's time for you to be like, no, this is truly a valid thing that I like to do, and I don't care that you don't feel that way. So yeah, take a break, love you. Treat you like the queen. So that way when some dusty boy comes along and tries to treat you like common, he don't have no leg to stand on. He's like, You mean like, I am the queen? Yeah, no, I've started saying that. I'm like, I've realized this. I'm like, people can't approach me unless I allow them. Like, I don't approach people. But I'm like, if people don't approach me in the right way, I'm like, you got stopped at the door. Good day. You got stopped before you could even get to my front door because you were not vibrationally appropriate to even think that you could have a chance at a date. I know that sounds whatever, but I'm like, I'm very selective about who I let in my personal space because I'm like, I fought really hard to have any autonomy. I was like, up until I left my ex, like I had spent my whole life being fit in my mom's box and then fitting myself into other men's boxes. So now like I had a dude, and this dude went psycho because I wasn't interested. Like he snapped and went off the deep end. But he had told me, because he had a dog that was aggressive and didn't get along, but that dog loved me. And I had 4 cats at the time and a dog. And he had told me that, and we weren't even dating. And I told him I was never interested in him like that. That he made up this whole scenario that we were engaged. He wanted me to tell, it was whatever. He said to me, he's like, yeah, you should give up your animals. I was like, no, I fought really hard to be able to adopt my animals. And to be able to have animals because my ex was the worst, like the cruelest about it. Oh, no, he went off the deep end and his mugshot, he was smiling ear to ear. He looks, yeah, no, we were no contact. He was going around town, telling people that we were engaged. We were like, I was furious with him. There's so much backstory to all that, but we were no contact. He had taken my picture off of Facebook, had it saved in his phone as a favorite of his, and was going around town telling people that we were engaged. And I hated that man, no contact. Like, if somebody had brought up his name, I would have said some really just... And then I had found out, and I had seen him also, because kind of where I live is, like, small. Like, it becomes obvious when people are out of place, right? Unless they're kind of natural to the area. Even then, they're obvious they're out of place. He would show up in places I was at when we were no contact. And when I had told him to leave me alone, he was showing up in places that he knew I was going to. And it was obsessive. Like, dangerous obsessive. And he was a dangerous dude. I'd warned everybody. He was a professional. When I met him, it was on a professional level. And he became obsessed with me because he came to do work for me. And then, like I say, he thought there was chemistry and I was like, no. Like, he lost his mind on a public forum. Yeah, no, I'm happy he's locked up, but I'm actually learning, because he is psycho, I'm happy he's finally freaking locked up, but somehow he has access to Facebook from being locked up, so I'm kind of scared about that. Because I'm like, he has contact to the outside world. And he has people very close to the area that I live in. And like I say, he's not mentally all there. Like, that person that he took out was not, that was meant to be me. But Yeah. Hey, Cottage. How are you, baby? I miss you, my love. Where have you been this whole time? Cottage, you're getting a beautiful spring vibe, even though I know it's about to be balls cold and it feels like there's a storm rolling soon. Oh, Katie, I do, so I'm also live on Facebook and I'm also live on Twitch, and sometimes I do Trovo. And yeah, so I'm live over on Twitch, but the problem is that, and that I don't love, because then people can't see. So like I'll be talking to somebody on Twitch, which Twitch is kind of more established, like I've known them for a longer time, and it's kind of like a different vibe. Like TikTok's kind of like manic, and Twitch is kind of like lo-fi, like calm vibes, I feel. I don't know, Cottage Country can probably verify that for me, but I wish there was a way to do them both on the same. I was having problems with that. Technical issues are yeah, and actually if I can get enough likes on, so the goal is if I can get enough subscribers on my YouTube, because then I can actually go live over on YouTube, and I have a feeling like a lot of the socials are gonna start, like live streaming is going to become more of a thing. Like chatting is going to become more of a thing, because it's meant, we are in the age of Aquarius, we are meant to share knowledge and disseminate long range. We're meant to be collectively learning from each other, regardless of whether we're in the southeast of, the United States, or we're Australia, we're in New Zealand, we're in Hong Kong. We're all meant to be, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. If not, it's SirenSong Lover 5044, which is also my YouTube. So I think YouTube is probably like, if I can start getting YouTube. But I do all of them. I'm polyamorous. I get around. I'm not just a one platform kind of woman. Okay, we got High Priestess in reverse and Nine of Swords. We have to get out of our heads, because that Nine of Swords and the High Priestess is highly intuitive, but we've been in our head. We need to let go. All right, it's time. Our intuition feels like it's been stuck stagnant and no bueno. What's up, baby? Four of Swords, yes. And so this is Four of Swords. This is the call comes from inside the house. That betrayal, that deception that's keeping up at night, that's like, we have problems within our own home, okay? So you need to be protecting yourself. And if you have children, or you're young and impressionable, or you have siblings that are young and impressionable, if there is stuff going at home, you need to be protecting yourself. And anybody that cannot protect themselves, you need to be watching for it, because this feels like it's inside the house that this is coming from. It's like your own people are stealing from you, or hurting you, or doing the most. All right. We have Six of Swords. We are moving away to safety, though. We are moving to safer waters. Six of Swords, we're getting up out of that mental entrapment. Yes, can you guys please hit the like? Thank you, Katie. Please, please, please. If you're in, hit the like. Show me the love. Get me out there, because that helps other people get the messages. If it's resonant for you, definitely other people need to be getting the messages too, because you're not the only one that's going through this. If I'm saying stuff that you're like, oh man, me too, please know that this is your tribe, and that these people, they feel you, they know you, and I'm here to help be like, hey, there's so much bigger than this, baby. Okay. Four of Wands. Yes, so we are bringing in that happiness, that home, that stability. Five of Swords. We are cutting out anything that is not helping us grow. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. This is chance. We say chance or fated, but in order for Wheel of Fortune to take root, you have to have done the work to get there. Thank you, Katie. You're correct. People are stingy, I'm going to tell you, and people are super freaking stingy with likes and loves. And I'm like, yeah, come on, man. Like, tapping the like button doesn't cost you anything. Like, showing me love by tapping button does not cost anything. Commenting because it resonates doesn't cost anything. It just means that I'm on the right path, and that we're resonating, and that you're getting messages that are assisting you. When I know that people are getting messages that assist, then I'm encouraged to come back more. If people like really resonate with a porch live because it brings a good vibe, then I know when I'm getting loves and I'm getting comments that this is a vibe that people need. Because even though Katie, you're sitting in class, I'm also like helping to bring you that positive energy as we go through it. So it's like you're sitting in class, but it's that whole like you're sitting on the patio with me. You know, like, yeah, you're sitting in class next to your ex, but no, truly you are sitting on the patio soaking up that good in the woods, because sitting in class next to your ex sucks right now. So even though I've sat in class a million times, education, highly educated woman, I've been a lot of places, have a lot of stories to tell, but so I sat in class with you. I'm sitting in class with you, but you're also sitting on the porch with myself and Badger, enjoying 70 something, because soon enough, baby, you'll be sitting on this porch energetically with me, not in high school. Soon enough, you will be sitting on that porch enjoying that love. But we have to look bigger. Like, what do you want to be past the next point? Thank you, baby, though. I love that you come and you give love, and I'm not trying to, like, rub it in that I'm outside. I'm trying to say, like, soon enough, honey, you're going to be living your best life and following your greatest dreams. So I'm here to be like, yeah, I know you're sitting in class sucks. I'll sit and talk to you. I'll sit and talk to you. What class are you in? It feels like science, like biology or some type of science class is kind of what it feels like. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's just the vibe I'm getting. Like, okay, so I'm kind of in the right vein right there. All right. All right. My son would have loved robotics. Like, I tried to get my son in a robotics class. Okay. Hermit. So, baby, when you're sitting next to him and you're feeling, I need you to go within, like, don't try to, like, project your love onto him. It's like, put that love into you. Because Hermit is, you are the love. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. When you leave a boy, you learn, like, there was nothing special about that boy. It was what you saw in him that made him special to you. Like, nothing about that boy is special. Because you'll meet a million times boys that are better than him. But what it really is like, you saw something in him. That was your person because you saw it in him. But it wasn't because he was special. Bye, baby. Be safe, please. I hope you have a great rest of your day in class. And, books, not boys at this time. Be safe, lovey. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it greatly. Glad I could share some porch vibes. All right. Thank you, Positive Energy, for hitting the likes and the give me love. Let's see what else we got. I think I'm going to change decks. Let's go into, hold on. All right, so 4 wands. We're going to be building on our foundation. We're going to pull into, I do the Kipper. What is the Kipper? And about our foundation. So we had false people. So my energetic clear today, guys. I did an energy clear. I updated it. I uploaded it. It was a root chakra energy clear on our loves. So that root chakra energy clear was cutting out those karmic cords. So if you've had a lot of karmic energy up in your union, even within yourself, that union with you, finding that happiness, you had too many haters pulling on your productivity, on your creativity and your root, that chakra clear may be for you. So that was dropped today. It's the root chakra clear. And like I say, that was to cut karmic cords, third-party karmic cords for the divine, for the collective. So divine masculine, divine feminine union clearing. That's what I did today. Our stability has been affected by karmics, false people. So I said all that to say this, because look at all the red in this. So we've had false people working on our foundation, our stability. So today's cord cutting was for that. So if you guys need that energetic, please go see it today. Like I said, I was wearing this red dress. That was the root chakra. I'm going to do, I think this week, I'm going to try and do each day like a chakra clear, either with a bowl, like a sound bowl, and or a Reiki chakra clear. Those chakra clears, by the way, are done, those are done in elapsed time, so it's not like a full, like, if I were to actually do a chakra clear with you, it'd be real time, but the chakra clears are done as time elapsed, but you get the full effect of that whole entire time. So let's see what else we need to know with the Kipper. We had false person, and we had it was affecting our Four of Wands, our stability, our foundation, expectation. They were expecting to win off of your heartbreak. They wanted to get rich off of your pain. No thank you. So today, like I say, cutting that heavy energy and saying goodbye. Wanda, our loved ones stick around close. If they're not being problematic, yeah, because they want to talk to you, baby. Like your son probably is around because he does want to talk to you, but sometimes it's like they need to give you an information, and once they give it and they're at peace, they can move on. So what I would ask, I would leave if you want to connect with that, leave a glass of water for them, and you can like write a message and ask, is there something you want to tell us? Or I like to talk to them and just be like, hey, I'm thinking about you, and they'll send you a message. They'll send you angel numbers, they'll send you a song, they send you confirmation. So yes, your dead son's probably living with you, the spirit, but get curious about it. Okay. And like I say, I get curious, like I leave offerings for them, whether it be their favorite candy bar, whether it be a drink. Like my father was an alcoholic, my parents were drinkers. So when I want to talk to them, or when I feel them trying to come up, because they have information, and once they pass over, they're just coming to bring us love and remind us and or bring us information that we need. So when you start talking to them, they'll start bringing you the information that you need, and or because when you start talking to them, you're giving them permission to be around you. They'll start helping you more. It's like if you want something, if you want help with in the underworld, you need to be, yeah. So when was the last time you left him an offering though, baby? And like I say, sometimes if you have like a really big question for him, write it down. Like what I would do for you, like I say, I would leave him some type of offering, even a glass of water or a fresh flower or something, because they love offerings, right? They loved gifts in real life, whether they told you or not, and they love offerings once they pass over. So when we offer them, that's a way for them to have a place to come through to talk to you. So I would write just on a piece of paper or in a journal, are you within our home? And then he'll, like I say, he'll send you like something that you like, you'll deadpan know it's him. Like he'll send you a song that was like his favorite song, or something that was like at a certain time frame that really struck for him. So sometimes, like I say, writing it down allows them to give you, because you're actually physically manifesting that you want an answer from them. So he will physically answer you, but you have to listen. Like I say, it could be his birthday. Like if you write down, are you in the home with us? He may send you his birthday on the clock, or he may send you a song or a bird that reminds you. Okay? Hopefully that resonates, and best of luck. And if you have questions, I talk like ancestral veneration, working with the crossroads. That's a big thing for me. I'm a daughter of Hecate. So if you ever are huge on keys and locks, Hecate is probably someone that's trying to call you. If you've always had a fascination for keys, that's Hecate. She is the guardian of our home. She's the crossroads. She protects our families, the gates. So if Hecate is calling you, that's because you are calling you, because you are trying to protect your home. So we imagine Hecate is like our mother that's kind of outside of us that protects those gates. So child, we are child. We are child of the divine. So is that mother calling you? Are you listening? Have you been protecting your heart? Because it feels like everybody's taken and smacked your heart like it was a piñata. Okay? So it is time to protect and love that inner baby. Hey, baby. Speaking of tattoos, occupation. Persuasion. Let's see. Ah! Come on. Hold on. Come on. Okay. All right. So, how are you protecting your inner baby? Okay. Damien, if you're still in, that may have been a message for you, baby, with Hecate is calling. If you've been seeing a lot of keys recently or locks, Hecate is calling you. You need to be protecting your homestead. It feels like you're working on a spiritual project, like a song or like a poem. You need to be protecting it. Mature man, do not listen to the criticism of someone. It sounds like a father criticizing you as a child and saying that'll never work. And you need to honestly say, hey, just because you couldn't make it doing what you felt was your dream doesn't mean that I can't. I feel like you're an amazing, intuitive, insightful individual, and your father, it feels like a father or someone who is like a authority figure didn't have a bone of empathy or love, kindness in their body, and you have more of that sensitive soul, like that poet soul. So you need to not listen to them. You're never going to win their approval. The only way you're going to win their approval is by showing them that you are that, like, your dreams, your love, your insight matters to you, and not ask for his approval. It's like, if they couldn't make their dreams work, why should I listen about how their dreams should be my dreams? Like, my mother used to always want me to be a nurse. And it was like, she couldn't even make it as a nurse. I was like, I'm not going to take respect from you saying that being a nurse is the way when you couldn't even do what you said you wanted to do, and you blamed on me, or no. Do not take criticism from people that you do not respect their advice. Courthouse. All right, so there's something legal brewing on here. Let's see what's going on with that courthouse. What's the info we need there? Hello. If this is resonating, please, guys, smash the like button. Please share it out. Comment, drive up engagement, because if it's resonating, that helps other people be able to see it. That helps drive the algorithm. Giving me love. Sometimes you can't afford to actually give me love. It's how do we exchange energy? How do we exchange services? So likes always help. Commenting, especially if it resonates. So that way, and that's the thing, if it resonates for you, it probably resonates for other people. And if you say like, hey, that's my story, other people can realize they're not alone, and that they are valid and they are heard too. So that's how we start building communities. When we say, hey, this is happening for me, and we find people that are going through the same things, that's how we get out of here. We find the people, we unify. Okay, my love? Privileged lady. How are you coming up in status? Because you listened to you and you found your people. The biggest thing is to get away from the people you were raised by, to be able to, like, you cannot, like, okay, let's put it this way. As a prophet, you will never be recognized in your hometown. Okay? As a prophet, as a seer, you will never be recognized in your own hometown, because they want to have you be a person, like they want you to fit their narrative. So we have main male, official person, and poverty. We do have okay, so that older masculine that was trying to push that narrative on it, he's gonna be not eating at the table when you hit it big, because you're gonna see when you needed that figure to be your encouragement, he couldn't be bothered. But it really is getting him caught up, because he withheld that love, or he withheld resources that you actually needed to get where you need to go. So this has been it's getting him caught up. That's a huge problem. Let's see. Unexpected income. This feels like hitting the pinata, and instead of getting like the crap candy, you get full like Snickers bars, like full-size Snickers bars. You know when you're going trick-or-treating and you get that house that they've got like full-size bars, and you're like, I thought trick-or-treating was gonna be lame this year. Instead, I hit the payload. So, expect the unexpected. Okay? There's a lot of things in motion and a lot of things that are uncertain right now. Hello, hello. Whew. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything at once? All right, privileged lady, we are meant to sit in that beautiful status, and we are, okay? Everything done in the dark comes to light. So anybody thought they were playing around and or thwarting our dreams, it's no more. All right, let us see. Oh, man. You're welcome, Rosie. Thank you for taking the collective message. I love when people listen like a collective, because I'm like, there are so many people that are kind of in the same crowd, and because somebody is brave enough to start the hell, people start finding their story. They start finding their tribe, because they start going, oh, somebody was brave enough to pick up the cards and start the video, and then people go, oh, wait, somebody gets it, or somebody hears me, or my story is real and valid. Like somebody outside of me, outside of my city, outside of anywhere, speaks to the things that I know or speak of. All right, let's see. I'm gonna stand up for a minute. I may need to go get a drink for a minute. Hold on. Need to stretch my legs. My dog was happily napping. He's upset that I stood up because he's like, wait, you're staying up. That means I might have to stand up. All right. All right. Okay, I'm going to pull from kind of a conglomerate, some Lovers Oracle. It feels like there's some love messages that we need to be popping out right now. So let's see what we need. Or just kind of life, like, let's see what's going on behind the scenes. A lot of trickery is what it feels like, but we are at the crossroads. So again, Hecate coming out heavy. Crossroads is Hecate. Are you ready to dive into the unknown to find your greatest purpose? Ascending and magnetic attraction. Everything that you just, so let's give you a mantra. Everything that I seek seeks me. As I rise, it attracts to me effortlessly. Everything I seek seeks me, and as I rise, I attract it to me effortlessly. I can't say effortlessly. Okay. Woo! All right. We're rising, baby. We are attracting everything. We do not chase, we attract. So, as you rise up, you are going to become rarefied air. That's the part of it. As you become more aligned, you can't hang around everyone, because people will drag you to their level and they'll beat you there. All right, clock. TikTok on the clock. They are fighting that time crunch. All righty. Hello, hello. I am Lara Joe. I hope you're having a beautiful evening. Phoenix. The Phoenix, we transform, rise from the ashes. I know if you are in my tribe, or if you are a reader I follow, I know that we rise up. That flame that set us did not consume us. It merely helped us ascend and rise to our greatest purpose and passion. So if you are in my tribe or you are a reader I follow, I know that you are so incredibly amazing and strong, and thank you for being here, and thank you for being like you and rising up. Girl with the snake, we were around people that were trying to trick us. The snake is not to be feared. The snake is just calling your attention. So whenever you see a snake, do not be afraid. It's, hey, look, stop and listen, watch your step. I do see twin flames in paradise, so it feels like you have had a snake kind of trying to sneak into your own Garden of Eden with your own divine partner. And the original wife was Lilith, not Eve. So it's like you were building your own Garden of Eden, and you were warned that Adam was going to deceive you, and you bolted out. That's okay. As Lilith, we build our own garden. If you build it, they will come. So build your garden, and then Adam's going to get tired of that girl, and he'll be back. So root the snakes out of your grass. Root work. That's shock. People are going to be shocked. Okay, so I'm going to talk about gardening, and I love it because we have so many references to gardening, but gardening, like we look at, when I